Hi. So hi guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's a bit random, but I'm going to do a reading video. As birthrights, count the ways. I know I've not done the first two, but why not just read count the ways? Let's get to it. There we go. Right. I've got the videos playing back there. Also got your haircut, do you like it? Why, if it isn't Millie Fitzsimmons? A deep booming voice said. In the darkness, it was hard to tell exactly where it was coming from, but it felt like it was all around her. Silly Millie, chilly Millie, the ice cold goth girl who was always dreaming of death. Am I right? Who are you? Millie demanded. Where are you? Above her, a large pair of terrifying blue eyes rolled backward, looking down into the chamber. I'm right here, silly Millie. Or maybe I should say you're right here. You're right inside of my belly, in the belly of the beast, I guess you could say. So, you're the bear? Millie wondered if she had fallen asleep after she claimed to trick the old robot. If she was dreaming, this was all too weird. You can just think of me as a friend. Your friend till the end. We just have to decide if the end is going to be slow or quick. I don't understand. The space was starting to feel claustrophobic. She tried the door. It wouldn't budge. You'll understand very soon. Chilly Millie, you goth girls cracked me up. All dressed like professional mourners, so serious all the time, daydreaming about death like he's the lead singer of some boy band, and that when you meet him, it'll be love at first sight. Well, Merry Christmas, Millie. I'm going to make your dreams come true. It's not a question of if, but how. What was happening? She was definitely awake. Had she lost her mind, descended into madness? Like a character in an Edgar Allan Poe story? I like to get out now, she said, her voice sounded small and shaky. Nonsense, the voice said. You're going to stay in here, all nice and cosy, while we work out how you're going to have your dream date with death. The choice is all yours, but it'll be my pleasure to present you with some options. Options of how to die? Die? Millie felt the cold metallic taste of fear in the back of her throat. Fantasies about death were one thing, but this felt like a reality. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that. That was part 1. I'll see you in the next time. Bye. I'm just joking. Let's go. Millie, what a stupid name. She was named after her great-grandmother, Millicent Fitzsimmons, but Millie wasn't the kind of name you saddled a person with. A cat or a dog, maybe, but not an actual human. Millie's black cat was named Annabelle Lee, after a beautiful dead girl in the Edgar Allan Poe poem, which meant that Millie's cat officially had a better name than she did. But Millie thought it made sense that her parents would come up with such a ridiculous name. She loved them, but they were ridiculous people in a lot of ways. Flighty and impractical, the kind of people who would never think how hard elementary school would be for a little girl whose name rhymed with silly. Her parents flitted from job to job, from job to job, from hobby to hobby, and now it seemed from country to country. Over the summer, Millie's dad had been offered a 1-year teaching job in Saudi Arabia. Her mum and dad had given her a choice. She could go with them. It'll be an adventure, her mum keeps saying, in brackets, and be homeschooled, or she could move in with her cookie grandpa for the year and start at the local high school. Talk about a lose-lose situation. After lots of crying and raging and sulking, Millie had finally chosen the cookie grandpa option over being stranded in a foreign country with a well-meaning and unreliable parent. Oh my god, what is that smell? Hold on, guys. Jesus fucking Christ, guys, it smells like shite. That's horrible. Well, to continue. So, now Millie was here in her strange little room in Grandpa's big, strange Victorian house. She had to admit the idea of living in an old, sprawling 150-year-old house where surely someone had to have died at this point suited her well enough. The only problem was that it was filled to the brim with her grandparents' junk. Millie's grandpa was a collector. Lots of people have collections, of course. Comic books or gaming cards or action figures. But Grandpa didn't collect a specific type of thing so much as accumulate a lot of different things. He was definitely a collector, but a collector of what? Millie wasn't sure. It seemed all very random. Looking around the living room, she could see the old license plates and hubcaps hanging on the wall, old baseball bats and tennis rackets on another. A life-size suit of armour stood guard at one side of the front door, and a mangy-looking taxidermy bobcat stood at the other side, its mouth open and fangs bared in a menacing fashion. One glass case in the living room contained nothing but old porcelain baby dolls with tiny teeth and stern eyes. Baby sucks baby. Francis still huge connection. Oh! They were creepy, and Millie tried to stay away from them, although they still showed up sometimes in her nightmares with those little teeth chomping at her. A new bedroom had been her grandpa's sewing room, and it still contained the old sewing machine, even though her grandma had died before Millie was born. Grandpa had moved in a narrow bed and a dresser to accommodate Millie and her belongings. Grandpa had moved in a narrow bed and dresser to accommodate Millie and her belongings, and she had tried to make the room her own. She draped the bedside lamp with a sheer black lacy scarf to give it off, so it gave off a muted glow. She covered the dresser with dripping candles, and she hung posters of Kurt and Carrie, her favourite thing, on the walls. In one poster, the cover design for his album, Rigor Mortis. Kurt's lips were peeled back to reveal a set of metal fangs. A perfect red bead of blood glistened on his chin. The trouble was, though, that no matter how much Millie tried to match the room's decor to her personality, it never quite worked. The sewing machine was there, and the wallpaper was cream-coloured and decorated with tiny pink rosebuds. Even with Kurt Carrian's fanged face glowing on the wall, there was something about the room that seemed sweet and old ladyish. "Soup's on!" Grandpa called from the bottom of the stairs. That's how he always announced dinner. And yet he had never been once served soup. Soup. "I'll be there in a minute." "Yeah," Millie yelled back, not really caring whether she ate dinner or not. Okay, that's where I'm going to end this video. I know it's a bit of a cliffhanger, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'll make a part 2. Bye.